Hey guys, I'm Atriox, and if you clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure you already know what this video is going to be about, so I'm not even going to waste any of your time. We're just going to jump in. If you don't already know, which I'm pretty sure you don't since I just started covering Mortal Kombat on this channel, I've been a long time Mortal Kombat fan. I'm 33 years old, I've been playing Mortal Kombat since I was 5, when my dad first introduced me to the Mortal Kombat game. My favorite character has been Liu Kang since I've first picked up the game. I've always been just Bruce Lee and just like those kind of fighters just always like appealed to me a lot. And Liu Kang just I love his like flying kick, his bicycle kick, and all that fireballs and everything like that. So to me, like he's always just been one of my favorite characters in the series. And I've been listening to a lot of people talk about the new game, and a lot of people keep saying that they think Liu Kang's gonna be the bad guy in the upcoming game. Um, that would kind of irritate me if NetherRealm went in this direction, considering the way they built him in Mortal Kombat 11. After him dying again in Mortal Kombat 9, like it doesn't. It would feel cheap to me. Like if they made him into a bad guy, especially since after he died, he became a revenant and just became a really twisted version of Liu Kang. That I kind of like I hated that phase because like Liu Kang's been one of my favorite characters, and to see him go from like the hero of Mortal Kombat to basically an antagonist to the realm he swore to protect, like it just left a sour taste in my mouth. But I love Mortal Kombat games, so I just kept. I'm like, okay, eventually they're gonna retcon this. They're gonna fix Liu Kang. They're not gonna just keep him the way he is. And I'm just so glad with the way direction they went in Mortal Kombat 11, and just being able to see Liu Kang come back into that light where he was back to being the hero. You know, it was just so awesome to see Liu Kang back as a protagonist. But considering the way the newest trailer showed Liu Kang, I can't say I fault people for thinking that he could be the bad guy in the new game. I'm just gonna go over a few reasons why I think that. Seven in fact. Why I think Liu Kang is not gonna be the bad guy in this upcoming Mortal Kombat game. Well, the first reason, Raiden gave up his godhood to save the present and past Liu Kang. He had already cleansed his soul of the corruption by giving up he gave up Shinnok's medallion and basically cleansed his soul from the corruption. And basically he stated that he cleansed his soul from the corruption of the Shinnok's amulet, and by doing so, when he melded with Liu Kang's soul, it also cleansed he cleansed the present Liu Kang, and by doing that it was able to save both past Liu Kangs.
I have conquered the darkness within me. You must do the same.
You will have to kill me.
I would rather save you.
To me, like that's the first reason. Him going back to the Shaolin monk champion of Earth realm. That is the first reason why I think that Liu Kang is just like this. In my opinion, I just don't think it's possible that Liu Kang would go that route. But you know, NetherRealm's done less surprising things. So we'll see once this comes out. But that's the first reason why I think that he's not gonna be the big bad. Now the second reason, towards the end of Mortal Kombat 11, when Liu Kang first gained the power of the fire, became the fire god. He spent the entire time trying to fight through to Kronika's where Kronika was in the time glass, and just enforcing the fact that even though he's become a god, he's still trying his best to save the current timeline. To me, like, this is just showing proof that he's doing what he's supposed to do as the god, and he didn't let the power go to his head and he's doing what he's supposed to do as a chosen one. We're entering the final area. Liu Kang was honored to fight besides Kitana and Kung Lao. Like, to me, like, this is a very significant clip. I'm gonna play it for you so you can see what I'm talking about.
Whatever happens, I am honored to fight at your side.
Likewise, Liu Kang.
Me too, brother. May the Elder Gods protect us.
He's basically him. He was still in that humble, kind state, showing that he was honored to fight among Kitana and Kung Lao. And they had that little sappy little talk for a few seconds before they stormed where Kronika was. Now, even as he was fighting Kronika, Cetrion, when he was trying to get Cetrion to realize the error of her ways, because Cetrion is the elder god of virtue. Like, she is not supposed to be killing the other elder gods or doing everything she's doing. She knows it's wrong, and even in the fight, she's not able to use her powers to the max because she knows that what she's doing is wrong. So even Liu Kang the whole time, like, it's like the only reason I can match you step for step is because your heart is not in the fight, because you know what is going on. This is wrong.
You match me step for step.
Because your heart is not in the battle, Cetrion. You fight for your mother's vision. But as a goddess of virtue, you know that her desired balance is folly.
So to me, that part is like he's trying to still do everything he can to not only save Earthrealm, but, you know, try and save Cetrion from the path that she's walking. And he wasn't able to because Cetrion was just set in that way. She was set in the way of that she had to be there for her mother. I get why Cetrion would feel that way, but it kind of just went completely against her character. So just that part showing that Liu Kang is still not only fighting for Earthrealm, but he's fighting to protect the other people inside the realms. Even though Cetrion did so much bad things, Liu Kang was still trying to save her soul. But, you know, some people you just can't save. Now, for the third reason. Now, during Aftermath, it gets a little bit confusing because the ending of the original game either got Kitana to be with you, or you got Raiden. To me, honestly, I always felt like Kitana should have been the real ending, just because I'm a Liu Kang fan and I want Liu Kang to get his happy ending, where he's gonna spend the rest of his life melding the sands of time and creating an era where everyone's peaceful and loves and da. But to do that with Kitana just seems like a win-win situation. Liu Kang finally gets his happy ending, and then in the next game, they can start off fresh with a different character. Like maybe go into Kung Lao, let Kung Lao be what his ancestor was, and just be the champion of Mortal Kombat and protect Earthrealm, like, you know, he always thought he could be. So this right here, it was a little confusing with why they chose Raiden to be the time. I mean, I get it because Raiden's more wise and he has a lot more experience being a god and all that. Can show Liu Kang how to go about the path of being a god and and whatever questions he had, he usually could. But I mean, then again, you got Kitana who's lived for 1,000 years. I'm sure she's wise beyond her years, and she's like, it just, either one I feel like would be really good. Liu Kang with Kitana just seems a little bit more acceptable for me because I want him to have a happy ending. So during the dialogue of the when the Aftermath cuts in, right, Liu pretty much is telling Fujin about his plan to let Shang Tsung win. Now, to me, he doesn't directly say it, and he doesn't say that he knows, but like, if you're going off of like just context clues, when he pulls Liu Fujin to the side and they start talking, I'm gonna play the clip so you guys can see it.
I understand your misgivings, but it is the only way. But the risk, Liu Kang, will be rewarded. Say nothing to Nightwolf.
When he says all that stuff there, that just leads me to believe that he's seen it already. The Sands of Time already showed him that Shang Tsung is gonna betray them and try to take the crown for himself. So I feel like Liu Kang was just telling him, and then when Fujin was saying that, oh, it's risky, he's like, the risk will be rewarded. It just makes the most sense to me that he will he wants to let Shang Tsung win to be able to do what he has to do to save all the realms. Now, to me, this is a callback to Mortal Kombat 9, when Raiden sent his memories back in time and told his younger self he must win, and he finally figured out that they meant Shao Kahn must win, so the other gods can intervene. Like, to me, but like, see, this is a little confusing because this just seems so out of character for Liu Kang. Him lying and just tricking Shang Tsung and everyone else. It just seems out of character for Liu Kang, but I feel like he took the more logical choice than the one based on his feelings of saving his friends. I also think Liu asked Raiden to stay back for his counsel on how he should handle the final confrontation with Shang Tsung. So I feel like he had to talk to Raiden in private to let him know, hey, Earth Realm and the people, everyone's gonna die, but you know, if we do things the right way, in the new era they'll be alive again, and everyone can have their happy ending, and won't have to be fighting or worried. Sonya's dad won't die, or like all the bad things that happen he gets kind of like maybe not really prevent it, but like make it so that, you know, they have a happier life. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why I don't think like Liu Kang is just making plans to stop Shang Tsung and stop like the realms from going into pure chaos with a different person in charge. So that's like another reason why I don't think that he's gonna become the bad guy like in the next game. I just think that he's too much. He has too much responsibility in his role to the point where he feels like that. You know, he's still, though he's a god now, he still wants to protect Earthrealm and all that. Now, the fourth reason why I think that Liu Kang is not gonna be the big bad is Liu appears from the portal when Shang Tsung starts sculpting the Sands of Time after he defeats Kronika, Shao Kahn, and Sindel. And he as soon as Shang Tsung starts whirling and trying to change the Sands of Time, Liu Kang appears, and then Shang Tsung just seems surprised. He's like, I thought you said your work requires you to stay back where the glass was. He's like, yeah, it was a lie. And to me, like, it is weird to hear. It's kind of just weird for Liu to be lying because, you know, I mean, I guess I can kind of see him doing it since the current timeline is gone and there's no way to repair it. So, like, he figures that, you know, okay, yeah, I'm going to lie and do this. It's against my character. But at the end of the day, it's about making sure his friends and everybody is good. So by doing this little lie and just doing something he wouldn't normally do, he guarantees that there will be a timeline where his friends will be back and everyone can come back and not be dead. So in the essence, like, yeah, I feel like it's against his character doing that stuff, which I don't like. But at the end of the day, like, he's doing it for a reason, you know, to bring back his people, to bring back his friends and, you know, Katana and everybody. So I kind of get it. I kind of get why he would go that route. It's just still hard for me to see that as a Liu Kang fan, but, you know, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. So the fifth reason why I think that Liu Kang wouldn't be the big bad is the ending. The ending of Mortal Kombat Aftermath. Liu Kang goes and finds the Great Kung Lao and makes him his champion. Obviously, war is not going to stop. People are going to fight. It doesn't matter. It's in human nature to fight over resources, women, money. It doesn't matter what it is. Humans are just going to fight. And the in the realm fighting is gonna happen. Like, Shao Kahn hasn't been erased from the timeline, so obviously he's gonna be a factor. And the only thing I find weird is that Shang Tsung got erased from the timeline at the end of Aftermath, but yet he's in the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat. Like, that I'm a little confused on, but I'm sure that there will be a reason to explain it, but that's besides the point. So Liu Kang, in the ending of Aftermath, goes and he finds the Great Kung Lao. And basically, he goes and he speaks to them, and I'm gonna play the clip so you guys can see it.
Kung Lao.
Where did you... Who are you?
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of thunder and fire.
God of... Forgive my disrespect, my lord.
Enough, Kung Lao. You are humble, not like the Kung Lao I knew.
The Kung Lao you knew?
A story for another time. I have chosen you as my champion, Kung Lao. We have work to do. You must be prepared, trained.
Trained? For what?
Okay, so he basically was telling Kung Lao, I need to train you. And then Kung Lao asks, what do you need to train me for? And Liu Kang just smiles, already insinuating that, you know, there's going to be a Mortal Kombat tournament. So basically, even though Liu Kang sculpted the realms, it still seems like the fights between realms are still going to happen. So, like, I feel like, you know, if he was just going to become a bad guy and force people to try and hit his piece, I feel like he would have no use for a champion. So to me, like, it doesn't make sense for them people to see that as him being a bad guy. It's just weird. But anyways, now we can dive into the trailer for a little bit. The new trailer just came out. Shang is still alive. He was wiped through the timeline. See, this is what I don't understand. He was wiped through the timeline, and it's just confusing. Like, I don't know why. See, I feel like he might be a fixed point, kind of like how Garrus was. He's a fixed point. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to be alive. So my thing is, I think that Shang Tsung has to exist for the crown to exist. Because without him creating the crown with Chronica, he would never Liu Kang can't craft the sands of time, which it's a little weird. Because I think you would think that since Liu Kang is not affected by the time, I guess since it's an item, it's not part of Liu Kang. So I guess I'm guessing that's why like Shang Tsung made that crown. So I don't know. It has to happen. So I guess that would kind of explain it. I hope in the story they explain that a little bit more so that, you know, we can get some clarity on that situation, considering that Shang Tsung died in the ending for Aftermath. So now, if we're going to go back to the trailer of the new Mortal Kombat 1 game. So, in the very beginning, Liu Kang starts off talking about how everyone has a choice to live in serenity or to live in bloody strife. This is the first part of the trailer where he starts talking about choices. Now, the choices, he's saying you could either live in serenity or you can live in bloody strife. Like, these are the two options. He's not forcing you to take either one of these options, but he's allowing you to have your own free will. Obviously, you know, he's not there to control you. He's just there to, you know, make sure things remain peaceful and to bring about like the era that, you know, he feels like would be the best for everyone. Now, this is further shown in the trailer when Kitana and Melina when they're showing them on the trailer, and he keeps talking about, now you can either dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. And then it switches frames to Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and in this frame you see Scorpion and Sub-Zero facing each other, and then he's talking about you can either face each other as sworn enemies or brothers again. Now to me, this part is very, very key. If you look at Scorpion's costume, there's a few parts of his costume that aren't normally there. He has like a little badge here that looks like a Lin Kuei badge. And then he has a medallion that kind of looks like the Grandmaster medallion of the Lin Kuei. So it doesn't have anything to do with the reasons why I think Liu Kang is not gonna be the bad guy, but it's just like little things like that I just thought was pretty cool. This kind of like means to me that Takeda never left the Lin Kuei, and that maybe he stayed, and then the Lin Kuei and Shiryu are one clan now. So if that is true, that's pretty dope. So again, this is just further proving that you think that Liu Kang is giving people a choice. You can either stay in the old ways where you're fighting each other, or fight together for a brighter future for each other. The tone I'm getting is he's allowing people to decide their fate, is what I'm trying to say. And even as he says a storm is coming, and no matter the era, there is always something worth fighting for. Here is where the trailer gets a little funny, right? So this going past this part is where the fatalities are happening, right? Shang Tsung starts killing everybody. Kung Lao, Kitana, Melina. Then he starts fighting Liu Kang. Like this is a very funny part to me, because this is where I feel like the trailer starts not to make sense, because there's a part where Liu Kang is like, since you don't want peace, you decide to have war with God. Now to me, this is what NetherRealm is known for. They're known for trolling. Like if you look at Ed Boon, his Twitter, he's always trolling people on Twitter. He's always like teasing people and just kind of messing with people. Even like if you just look back some of the old trailers, like if you look at hold on, lost my train of thought for a second. But yeah, it's like if you look at Mortal Kombat 9 trailer, this is a perfect example, right? If you look at this, okay, this is gonna be the seventh reason why before we start going into this. The seventh reason why is like if you take a look back at the Mortal Kombat 9 trailer, right? In the cinematic trailer, the beginning shows Raiden scoring up with Shao Kahn in the Coliseum. Now, if you play Mortal Kombat like I have, Mortal Kombat 9, this doesn't happen. It was going to happen, but Liu Kang got in the way, because when Kung Lao wins the fight against Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, he gets his neck snapped while he's gloating by Shao Kahn. And Raiden gets really mad, and he's about to start fighting Shao Kahn, but remember, he can't fight he's not allowed to participate in the tournament. So Liu Kang goes and he tries to fight him because he's pissed off that he killed Kung Lao, because Kung Lao was his brother. So in the trailer shows trailer shows them fighting. Mind you, they never fought in the game in the Coliseum. They fought outside the tournament. So this already is not making sense, because like the trailer is not showing the trailer, and what the game story is already not matching, right? But then in the same trailer, Raiden dies. He dies. He gets split in half. Well, I don't know if he gets split completely in half, but he rips his chest like kind of open, and like that doesn't happen in the game. Like Raiden doesn't die in Mortal Kombat 9. Shao Kahn dies, but that's because he violated the rules of Mortal Kombat. To me, like this makes me to start to think that maybe the fatalities on is just NetherRealm trying to mess with people, trying to get people to create their own ideas and theories, which, you know, is dope. Like, be creative. It gets people talking about the game. And it gets people like talking about what could possibly happen, and it builds the momentum and excitement for the game, which, hey, I'm totally for. So I understand that completely. Now, this is further proven. Well, if you look back at Mortal Kombat 11, right? They show Raiden killing the present Scorpion, but it doesn't happen in the game. Raiden doesn't kill Scorpion. I mean, I assume you guys have played the game, so Devora kills Scorpion, and then also in the same trailer it shows the younger Scorpion killing the corrupt Raiden, but corrupt Raiden doesn't die. He gets swapped out for the past pure Raiden. Which, you know, I think it's a cool little thing, because him existing outside of you know, of the time, because he's a since he's a god, which it's a little confusing, because at the end they said that he's being a god, he's not bound by the same rules of the time, which is a little weird, but I don't know. I'm not gonna question too much. It's gonna make my head spin, so we're just not gonna get into that too deeply. So like that's just like some of the reasons why I think that. So like in conclusion, these are just some of the reasons I think Liu Kang isn't going to be the big bad. Now I could be completely wrong, and they do make him the big bad. But man, I seriously doubt it. Like, it just seems really cheap to me if they were to go that route. We finally get Liu Kang back to being a hero after they killed him. After they made him a bad guy. After they killed him, made him a revenant, twisted his whole personality, and then they make him the bad guy. That would piss me off, bro. Because Liu Kang, I feel like they hate Liu Kang or something, because Liu Kang has died multiple times. He's died in the Shinnok's story ending in Mortal Kombat 4. He's died in Deadly Alliance. Was a zombie. I think it was Deception. Yeah, in Deception he was a zombie. Mortal Kombat Armageddon he was a zombie. They rebooted Mortal Kombat 9. Then they killed him again by his mentor and someone who raised him. And then they brought him back as a revenant in Mortal Kombat 10. And twisted his, because when you become a revenant, your whole personality is twisted and you become evil because, because Quan Chi and all that stuff. So his whole personality just gets twisted. He just becomes the exact opposite of who he was when he was alive. And I just don't like it. I don't like how they treat Liu Kang in the series now, because it just seems like they keep killing him off and then bringing him back and then killing him off, then bringing him back and then twisting his personality. It's just like, it's really messed up what they're doing with what they did with Liu Kang. So I'm hoping that they don't make him the bad guy, because I feel like Liu Kang's already been through enough. Like, when is enough is enough. Like, I don't understand. Even if they were to go this route and they make him the bad guy, I would still get into the game. Like, even though I would hate it because Liu Kang's my favorite character, the way NetherRealm tells their stories is just, it's always A1. Like, I always love the stories regardless of what they do with Liu Kang. And from time to time, I do like seeing another character in charge and just like being the champion. Like, I think it was like Deadly Alliance where Kung Lao was like the main focus of the game. He was the protagonist, and then they had like a little ending for Scorpion where he was the actual champion chosen by the Elder Gods, and his story ending. Like, I do like every now and then switching off because it keeps the story fresh. So, but like Liu Kang's always been my favorite character since he's the main protagonist of Mortal Kombat. So like, it's cool for these people to get a spotlight, but people can't forget that Liu Kang is Mortal Kombat. He is the champion of Earthrealm. That's what he was born and raised to be. So, like, I just hope they don't go that route where they treat, like, at least let him get another game in before you start messing with his character again. Like, let him get one more game. Let him get one more game where he's still like pure and the gentle Liu Kang that everyone's grown to love. Because like, I would hate for that to be the case, but I'm rambling. I'm sorry, but like, these are just my opinion. These are just some of my opinions on the matter. Now, what do you guys think? You think would you like to see Liu Kang continue being the humble Shaolin monk champion of Earthrealm, blah 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 blah, or would you rather see him become a tyrant like Corrupt Raiden or his revenant self? As for me, I doubt it if they use that storyline, because they've already done it before. Raiden was a tyrant. Revenant Liu Kang was a tyrant. But let me know what you guys think. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you stayed this long, you're awesome. Consider dropping a sub and a like if you enjoyed this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for stopping by. And remember, there's always something worth fighting for. Peace, guys.